Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Enjoy heaven on earth. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven with this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 113, NASDAQ off 15, S&P's off 8.5, gold contract up $14, trading at $1,334 an ounce. Silver up 49 cents at $21.84 an ounce. Platinum up $6.50 at $1,505 an ounce. Copper up 3 pennies at $3.34 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $106.90 a barrel. Bonds up 1 tick at $132.21. King dollar down 76, trading out at 81.74. The euro down 4 at 132, and the yen is trading at 98.12. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're down $7, but guess what, folks? That's really still a flat market. Why? We've been in this consolidation here for, basically 2 months. That's the first part. Second part, however, is more important, and this is what it is. We got under the 1687 from the 22nd of May, which is the benchmark. So now what you have is this. We had got over it, lighter volume, whole ball of wax. Now you're inside it again. You got to remember something. The Dow Industrials was the first that went inside it. What does it mean when you go inside it? Well, it means 2 different things. First off, false break topside. Second part, what's game now is 1588 on the cash S&P. We go to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow is this. Dow pulls down 113. Now, volume-wise, folks, we had an expansion of volume from yesterday, but this volume's still weak on the way down. What it's going to take to get to lower price is an expansion of volume. We'll see whether we get it. We got 600 million today versus 510 of yesterday. But bottom line, to get down into, and you way below the benchmark now. Yesterday, the Dow Industrials actually got below the benchmark 4 days ago. So the way this is set up is that, yes, you're going to, run down to 14,700. The real key is going to be what type of an expansion of volume we're going to get. Now, we've been talking about IBM, and IBM, folks, is going to basically blow the Dow away. Why? Check it out. Now, it was only down 89 cents today, but guess what it did? We're at 187.53. The high volume low is 187.68, so it's out of the range. It is not out of 4 days ago. It went down to 186.79, but does that matter? Well, everything matters. But the fact is that what is more important is the actual high volume, swing low, and you close at it, and we've closed at this same level like 5 days. What does that mean? That means, folks, that IBM wants to jump the creek. And what does jump in the creek means? That means a gap away, downtown. So it's going to be really intriguing overnight. Like, what is going to happen that IBM wants to jump the creek? Okay? Once that happens, look out below. Composite, NASDAQ composite. This is what we have with the composite. Down $15. That's really a sideways move, though. 1.6 billion shares. No big deal. Composite needs more juice down to the downside. And the composite itself has quite a way to go before it gets inside the May 22nd benchmark. That May 22nd benchmark is at the 34.99 level. And right now we are at 36.69 level. Cisco just come out with numbers, so let's see what Cisco's doing. CSCO. Cisco closed at a price point of 26.37. She's trading down to 25.70, which is not the end of the world for Cisco. That's not much. The estimate was 51 cents. They made 52. That's bottom line estimate. Top line estimate, 12.41 billion. They took in 12.42 billion. We take a look at that. you know, Cisco wants to trade back to 24.24. Not the end of the world for Cisco. What was the end of the world out here today was Cree. You talk about Cree getting smoked. Cree came down with 21 million shares, and Cree is just a perfect example, folks. If you want to see when markets go up on light volume, they just drop out of bed. Cree was down $17 today, $16.93 to be exact. We're trading at $58. Well, Cree's not done. Cree's going to make its way down to this $52 area. Why? Well, you saw what happened. On the way up, that was the last time we had any volume, was at $52. It goes all the way up to 75. So it goes up another 50%. Guess what? The market, and this is what is really a trip about this, and this is really important to understand, folks, okay? If you stay in these equities and they have no volume, your probability goes up dramatically that you're going to take a cleaning in a huge way. You know, because what you have here is that you can make the case that, okay, I could have got out yesterday. Well, you could have got out yesterday, and if you did, God bless you, okay? But the bottom line is that that was trading down $15 at the close yesterday. Now, what has it done? Okay, so what happens in an equity like this also is that they just took everyone to the cleaners that bought this thing all the way back to March 25th. That's the first part. Second part gets more important, and what it is that this is not done. So what ends up happening is that people won't get out of it, and guess what? It can gap away again. So, huge problem. Gold contract. Let's go over to gold. We take a look at gold. So, gold today up 14 bucks. Now, we did 110,000 contracts. That's not enough right now. Gold's going to build some cars, but what gold is doing, you better stay cognizant of this if you're in this market, is that when we came down in April, the 1450 mark is a really important mark in gold. Why? Because what you had the week of the 15th of April, we went from 1497 down to 1340. So it went down $107 in 1 week. Monster volume. That is the biggest supply line right there, folks, okay? So what I'm expecting is that I'm expecting, number one, you're going to build a lot of cars here. Number two, you got to remember something. Each and every single time that you get up to that level and you don't have enough juice, you'll back down. You know, I like the setup, but it's important to understand we're going to need cars in order to get through that market. We're particularly going to need it because I suspect that this downdraft that is going to expand with volume tomorrow. See, the setup is kind of cool, it's kind of right for a downdraft right now. We only got 1 day, by the way, okay? It's Wednesday in the summer. You got Thursday, Friday's going to be a light day. So if we get an expansion, it's going to be tomorrow. It's certainly not going to be Friday. Bonds. Let's go take a look at bonds. Now, the bond market should be able to give all of us a big heads up here, and this is why. We are at 132.22 in bonds. We're at the very bottom of, you couldn't call this a consolidation. The bottom line is that, you know, bonds, the 30-year bond, that went from 148 down to a price point of 132. Now, we have tested that area. This is the third time we're testing it. And we are testing it with lighter volume, but you know I talk about many times, just like when I talk about IBM, the longer that you actually stay at tops or bottoms, well, that's like, oh man, okay, you're going to go break through that bottom. Now, the bond market's going to tell us. And if I'm right about the broad market, meaning that it wants to continue lower, this low should hold in the bond market. What we did here today, we did 200,000 contracts versus 427, so that part works. What doesn't quite work right now is that it didn't get any traction. So we'll see where that goes tomorrow. What I suspect you very well can get, you know, you can get it. We didn't get a test at the bottom yet, and we were 10 ticks away from it today. We're 20 ticks away from it right now. But bottom line is that I just want to get your head wrapped around that. Dollar index. What do we have with the dollar index? Okay, so this is what we have with the dollar index. She did 20,000 contracts. We're trading out at 81.75. The dollar index is set up right now to get a good acceleration up to that 83.50 price point. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials closed down 113. Nasdaq off 15. S&P's off 8.5. Gold up 14. King dollar down 60 ticks. We're going to be right back.